Plaintiff Champagne Thompson says the defendant is her sister. And although she loves her, Champagne never thought she would punch her in the face and chase her with a baseball bat over $40. Champagne is suing her sister for car payments and the assault. Defendant Ebony Thompson says Champagne is a bully who is known for getting into fights. Ebony claims Champagne initiated the altercation and then pressed charges against Ebony while Ebony was 7 months pregnant. Ebony's countersuing because she claims the stress caused her to go into early labor.
Start with you.
Okay, I love my sister very much. And over the years, we've been through our up and downs, but I would never thought it would have been this far. I was punched in the face several times, chased with a baseball bat, over $40. Ebony is very determined.
You all ever become physical with each other before?
Yes, sir.
How often?
Once. It was only twice. When we was younger.
You said that's so quick, it sounds like it's a regular thing.
It was while we was younger, but she was pregnant during this time.
Okay, I'm just trying to get the history on your violent behavior.
Yes.
Between you and your sister. And you say you all have been violent with each other over the course of your childhood and adulthood?
Yes, not too much in adults.
Okay. You give me some background.
When it's my older sister, like growing up, my older sister tries to bully me, you know what I'm saying, use her weight against me and just try to get her way. If she doesn't get her way, then she throws a fit and it leads into a fight and they're arguing, which it shouldn't lead into because we're sisters, but that's where it leads to. But overall, we have a good relationship with each other. It's just that if she doesn't get her way, she feels that she has to be intimidating and bully to get her way.
Does she fight outside of you all?
Yes.
Okay. Is that true?
Yes.
Go ahead.
She does too, though. She has a temper.
Do you fight outside of the
Yes,
two
we
of
both fight outside of.
All right. And tell me what happened in this instance.
In this incident, I got my income taxes February 2011, and I needed to purchase a car so I can keep my job and have reliable transportation. Ebony had purchased a second car, and she was willing to sell it to me for $2,500. So I gave her $2,250 for the first payment and made agreements.
$2,250.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead.
And I made agreements with her over the next 2.5 weeks that I would pay her the remaining balance of
which was $250.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So the first payment, the first week came by was fine. I gave her $150. So the remaining balance was of $100.
Right.
So when I owed the $100, I told her the car broke down, so only I had was $60. I gave her $60. So I said, I owe you $40. Can I pay it to you next week? And she said yes. So when the next week came, I had no money because I couldn't get to work, no nothing. So I borrowed money, and I told her I only have $40. And I said, I can't give you everything because I need to get to work. I'll give you 20 of this money, Ebony.
I'm sure she was all right with all that.
No, sir.
What'd she say?
Oh, she was angry. She cursed me out. She cussed me out over the phone like, well, beat this and all this. So I was like, I'm trying to give you $20. I don't have nothing but $40. I can't bring it to you, so you can come get this $20.
So you were going to give another $20?
Yeah. I was trying to give her something. She my sister, so I was like, it shouldn't be that serious.
And she went off on you?
Oh, did she go off?
And then what happened from there?
She punched me in my face. You see how long her arms is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you look, to be honest, you look like you could pick her up and slam her.
Yeah. I got to get to her first. I got the weight, she got the height.
Them little skinny arms won't hurt you if they punch you.
I know, she got some skills. She got a little bit of skills.
That's right, I forgot. Y'all fight every week. So you're right, y'all probably boxers by now. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't like how she said. Yes, we had words, but that's not the reason why the altercation happened.
Oh, okay. Tell me then.
Because when I called and we was having words, she's like, oh, well, I don't have to give you the $40 because you still owe the previous owner who you bought the car off of. And then you didn't put this in it, and the car broke down anyway, so I'm not giving you nothing. That's how she said, like, you're not getting nothing. So that's when I got upset about it. Like, I'm not getting nothing. So I said I will come over and remove the tags off the car because the car was still in my name. So that's what I did. I got in my car, I came over to take the plates off the car. I took the plates off the car, walked into my mom's house. Soon I entered my mom's house, and she seen that I had them plates in my hand. She's mad. She got angry, jumped up, and charged at me.
Okay, let me share something with you because it sounds like she only owed $40, only $2,500 debt. And contract law dictates that a person must have a material breach in order for it to serve as a breach of contract. It has to be significant. And $40 on a $2,500 debt is not significant.
You know, I admit that I took the plates off, but I wasn't really gonna like take the plates. But then she jumped up and charged at me and tried to fight me. So then now I'm mad. Now I'm really angry. I'm not really about to let her, you know what I'm saying, get the car, because she jumped up and tried. I'm 7 months pregnant. She charged at me. She made me go. I went in labor early.
Okay, let's go into that because she's suing you for assault and emotional distress. Let's talk about, give me the background on the assault.
Assault was because when she came in the house,
She came to the house.
We was both upset. So when I stood up, she had the plates in her hand, and she was like, yelling at me like she do. And then she hits me. Like, when she hits me, I want to hit her back because that's what we fight each other. Like, it's okay.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
No problem. Nothing unusual.
Yeah, we're sisters.
Let's do what we do.
Get it over with. But she's
Get it
pregnant.
over with. Go ahead,
She's
ma'am.
pregnant. I can't hit her. She's pregnant.
Right.
So I didn't think she was going to hit me either because she's pregnant.
Good.
But she hit me. So I really do want to fight her. So my mom told us, like, calm down, calm down. So we outside now. So we're outside. So she was like, you know what? I got something for you. She was like, you want to be big and bad? I got something for you. She goes to her trunk and pulls out a baseball bat. She chased me around my mom's complex with the baseball bat.
Not true.
And she's about 7, 8 months pregnant. And I told her, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to press charges because you hit me.
And what happened?
And when I pressed charges, he was like, do you want to do domestic violence? Do you want to do mediation? I was like, no, because I'm angry. I want her to go to jail. And then the next morning, she came and took the car and sold it to the junkyard because she found out she had a warrant.
So that's why you're suing. You want your money back.
Yes, sir.
For the car.
Yeah.
All right. Ma'am, let me hear from you on the assault.
Like she said, we both was angry. So when she seen them tags in my hand, immediately she got even more on fire. She jumped up from my mom's kitchen table and charged at me. So I did swing. When I swung, I was protecting me and my unborn child. I didn't know, like you said, she can grab me or anything, so I was swinging to protect myself. In the midst of me swinging, I'm backing up. So, like, she's rushing me, so forced my way out the door. So when I got out the door, after we get outside, she charged at me with a pole, a metal iron pole. She's coming charging at me. So yes, I went, popped, and I grabbed her back. So
Okay. So when you got to the car, she had the pole, but she said, go ahead and pop the trunk. So
Like
you can get the bat. She just gave you a little time.
in the midst of that, it's
Get
like,
the bat.
there's a lot of us. We have a lot of brothers and sisters. So
Right.
is my uncle.
Go ahead, miss.
This my
You couldn't get
uncle.
your keys. She said, I'll wait.
No, my husband.
Go ahead, man.
My husband was already in the car. He was already sitting in the car. He never got out the car. I made it to the car. I got the bat. So basically, we're arguing back and forth, having words. That's when they separated. My husband stopped, like, told me to get in the car. I got in the car. We pulled off. Once I get home, get in the car from my dad saying, your sister pressed charges on you for assault. I'm like, why? I didn't even touch her. So he like, I don't know, but you have warrants on you. I take myself down to Franklin County Jail to turn myself in. When I go to turn myself in, they like, well, ma'am, you already dilated to 5. So they turn me down. So I go to emergency labor. I have to get rushed to the hospital. I go to the hospital. I have to get an emergency C-section. So I don't have, like, I can't go to jail pregnant with stitches in me and stuff like that. So I didn't have the money to pay for no lawyer. So because she owed me some money and then press charge and she charged at me, I feel she was wrong and I don't owe her. I junked the car to pay for the lawyer.
No, tell me what happened with the court case. How did it come out? You were acquitted?
She pled guilty.
I
pled
pled
guilty?
Yeah, it's to attempted assault.
So why don't you think you should be responsible for what you pled guilty to?
I didn't think it was going to be that serious because at the time they said, oh, well, your sister wasn't injured, there wasn't no scars, it really wasn't that serious. That's, I mean, that's what the prosecutor, they both were saying. It was
What
like,
did you get?
I got a year probation.
You think you shouldn't have to pay for any of this?
Yes, I do.
I was just curious on
Yeah.
how people,
Yes.
folks' mind go. When I was a criminal, as a kid, I said, okay, if I get caught, I'm going to jail. And I'm going to serve some time. And sure enough, a couple of those times, that's just what happened. I pled guilty and the judge said 9 months. I didn't say, Your Honor, Why are you giving me 9 months? That's not how it goes. When you are guilty, whether you plead or found guilty, you have to pay in some way or another.
Right.
Thank God they gave you probation, which is what most judges would have done. All right, and your counterclaim for emotional distress, how does she owe you?
Because she charged at me, made me go in labor 2 months early with my son. I had to have an emergency C-section. And she put me in jail for something that she did to me. She charged at me and put me in harm and jeopardized my unborn child.
Did you tell the prosecutor this?
Yes.
Before you pled guilty?
Yes.
And they said what?
Well, actually, they gave me, I had got like leeway. They lifted. Down there, you have to turn yourself in where you have domestic violence.
The bottom line, ma'am, is you were still found guilty.
Right.
I don't believe that story about she came at you with a metal pole, and when you got to the trunk, she just suddenly said, well, let me just wait.
I mean, she did.
Listen, when you stopped, if she was coming at you to hit you with a pole, time you stopped at that trunk, she knew you were going to get something. She'd have started wearing you out. So I don't believe that part, ma'am. Like you said, you have a history of engaging in violence. You can't engage in violence and think there's not going to be any ramification. Your claim is dismissed on this emotional distress. Yours is granted. Once again, you did not commit a material breach. Therefore, I'm going to grant you all your money and your assault because she was found guilty of assaulting you. $29.60. Have a good day. Yours dismissed.
Crazy.
I still love you.
Well, that was some scary you came with that pole.
I didn't come with
Like,
a pole.
yes,
Why
you
I
did.
hit you? I had a rock probably, not a pole though.
Right, so what? You still
you
came
still took
with
the car. I
something with
still
your
love you,
scary.
though.
That's it.
Whatever.
That's it.
Whatever.
Well, I'm happy. That's why you still ain't got no car.
I'ma get
and
one
it's
now, see?
gone.
See, I'ma get
Whether
one
it's
now, see?
$40 or whatever
See,
it
I'ma get
is,
one now,
you
so-
still ain't got.
Are you
Still
still mad?
rolling.
Are you
I'll be
still mad at the
riding my
car?
tours when I get back
You still
home,
mad?
baby.
Are you still
Riding my
mad?
tours.
I'm gonna get one. See, now the money that you took, I'm gonna get a car. See?